Hi, I'm Mr. Knight. If you haven't met me, I'm a trustee at the school and I help look after our PTA. We wanted to share with you some exciting news about what's happening at our summer fair, which is happening on Friday the 3rd of July this year. All of the usual things you've come to expect will be there: a bouncy castle, barbecue, the ability to soak a teacher or two with some wet sponges, and much, much more. And this year, like some of our previous years, we have a theme, which is space. Because of the Artemis launch, developments on the International Space Station, and lots of other things the kids have been learning about at school, we wanted to take the chance for our summer fair to be a way to explore this exciting and brilliant theme. But this year we wanted to go a step further, so we have some incredibly exciting news to share with you. This year at our summer fair, Speenhamland will be launching our own space program. We will be sending a craft into space on behalf of the school, which is happening at our summer fair. In this video, we'd like to introduce you to our idea, how it's all going to work, and tell you how you can get involved. As you can imagine, getting something into space is an exciting idea, but it's very, very hard to do. We sat down and started thinking about what we can do to make this happen. First of all, we decided fairly early on, we're not going to be sending up a member of staff or a pupil. As it turns out, that's a little bit too dangerous. So we decided we needed to find somebody who was brave, somebody who's strong and daring, somebody who's used to flying, and somebody who embodies all of the school's values. After thinking about it, the choice was obvious. We're going to be sending our beloved mascot, Trodon, into space, for real. Next time you see Trodon, he will have received all of his training, had his briefing. His spacesuit might make him look a little bit different to how you're used to seeing him, maybe a little more knitted or crocheted than you're used to. But he will be Trodon and ready to journey into space. Our next question we had to ask was, how are we going to do this? Mrs. Lurie and I talked, and we decided that launching a rocket from the back of the school's playground might be a little bit too dangerous, a little bit too hot, and as it turns out, the school can't quite afford the billions of pounds that might cost. So in the end, we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to be using a balloon, but not the kind of balloon that you're used to, one that's much, much bigger. We have now a number of ultra-high altitude balloons, or UHABs for short. These UHABs work just like the kind of balloons you're used to that you see at parties or weddings or wherever else you see that kind of thing. They work in the same way, but they are much, much bigger. Attached to that balloon will be a small wooden spacecraft, which Trodon will be sitting on. During our summer fair at about 3:30 p.m, we have permission from the Civil Aviation Authority to launch that balloon. That balloon will then fly through the sky, heading upwards and being blown by the wind to explore. And as it rises, it will leave most of the Earth's atmosphere until it reaches a point at about 100,000 feet. For context, that's about 3 times higher than the jumbo jets that you fly on to go on holiday very far away. When it reaches this height, 2 things will happen. Trodon will be seen against the inky blackness of the stars and the cosmos behind him, and the balloon will have grown and grown. At that height, it'll be roughly 25 feet across, which is huge for any balloon. At that point, it can't really grow anymore, so the balloon will burst. Trodon will then re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. A parachute with him will deploy, and he will gently sail back down, hopefully not too far away, ready for us to go and pick him up. Now that in itself is exciting, but Trodon is going to be accompanied by a couple of other important things. First, we're sending him up with a professional satellite tracker. We're going to use that to go and pick him up later, but also be able to track his journey and show the children where he moved through the Earth's atmosphere. Second, we're going to be sending him up with a special camera, a 360-degree specially shielded GoPro camera. That video will capture Trodon raising from ground level at Speenhamland School all the way to the edge of space and back down again. And finally, alongside those things, Trodon will also be launched with something very special indeed. We want all of the children at Speenhamland to be involved in this space launch. So attached to his craft will be 3 fabric flags. Those flags will have printed on them a picture drawn by every child at Speenhamland. Those pictures will be taken up with Trodon out of the Earth's atmosphere to the edge of space, where the camera will capture a picture of those flags against space itself. And when they come back to land, we'll be cutting up those flags and giving each child their own picture on a certificate ready to be given to them and kept for the rest of their lives. Now, beyond that, we're looking for other involvements too. We're going to be sending out more videos to tell you about how everything works, show you all of the equipment, and show you different ways in which you can get involved. We'll be running competitions in other ways too, like allowing children to vote on what the name of the craft should be, or even enter a raffle to be one of the lucky 3 who will be able to release Trodon and be part of the launch crew itself. And we're also looking for corporate sponsors, as there's room on his craft to place on logos. So we're working with local businesses and friends of the school who wish to sponsor us and raise some money for the school itself and want to see their logo go into space. If you're interested in any of these things or want to be a part of this journey, keep watching our Speenhamland School PTA Facebook channel and our other online channels too. And if you want to be involved, part of the group who are making this happen, whether that's part of the recovery team, part of the team building the craft, or simply want to be there on the day to help make sure everything goes smoothly, please reach out to us by replying to the video, talking to the school, or reaching out to any of us in the playground. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be giving you more updates through other videos in the future, where we'll be explaining how everything works in due process. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you as part of our school summer fair on the 3rd of July this year. Thank you all.